What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Coppin State is a problematic HBCU as of late. There's a big situation with Juan Dixon and his coaching staff. Allegedly, one of his assistants were molesting a player. But then there's what's going on here with this beauty pageant. And of course, Coppin State is in the Baltimore area, and they have Hispanic students also there. And there's a young lady there by the name of Kaylin Perez. Now, Miss Perez just happens to be a student there, and she was voted Miss Coppin State beauty pageant winner. Now, you see the photo here. That's her. Nice looking young lady. But a lot of blacks are mad because they don't feel like she is black enough to be crowned Miss Coppin State. Now, Coppin State has came out there to talk about that. And again, I don't blame her. And you see Mr. Coppin State is a black man, and this is a Hispanic woman. And if you see the comments here, why is Miss HBCU a Mexican? Coppin State got a non-black Miss HBCU. What the F they got going on? And again, I want to kind of talk about this because this whole idea with black people and brown people, if you can remember back in the 60s, in the Black Panther movement, and people like that, we saw the black and brown movement. Okay, this is something that was very heavily catalyzed by people like Fred Hampton and things like that. But the problem that comes with this situation is that black people feel that Hispanics do not look at them the same. Okay. Now, what I want to do is this. There's a pretty good clip that discusses this. This is from the Search for Uhuru YouTube channel. And he's actually talking to a Hispanic man who admits that in general, Hispanics do not look at blacks the same way. Let's play that clip.
Background in case anyone decides to question my Mexican credibility. I was born in the state of Zacatecas in Mexico. We immigrated to the United States in the trunk of a Pontiac Catalina. And thank God for Ronald Reagan, who passed an amnesty bill, which allowed me to eventually acquire American citizenship. So, and I grew up in the same, in the Central Valley of California, working basically in the same fields as Cesar Chavez. So I'm as Mexican as you can possibly be. We're not going to find anyone that's more Mexican than I am. So with that being said, as it regards the so-called Black-Brown Alliance, apparently we didn't get the memo.
Hold on, repeat that. I need you to repeat that again.
Apparently we did not get the memo. It's news to us. It's entirely a fiction created by the media. It's not that we're antagonistic. It's not that at all. It's just that, we're like two ships passing in the night. We're looking out for, our family, our interests, our, future. And we're not really thinking about who else is out there in the dark. So, that being said, you have your interests and we have ours, and they don't always,
So guys, you heard what they had to say. This is important. I want to flip the script because a lot of these other groups have respect. And I get it that HBCUs are trying to be fair to their non-black base and things like that, especially since blacks are not attending HBCUs as much, which is HBCU's fault because HBCUs continuously dust it up. All right. But now I want to talk about this. If the situation were reversed, could you find a black woman if this was like a Latino school, a black woman becoming Miss Latina. Let's say if it was Julio Cesar Chavez State University, you would never see it. You would never see it. Okay? And the reason why you'll never see it is because black people or Hispanic people, on average, tend to have much more respect for their community than we do. I'm not saying that they all don't, but on average. And the guy says it himself. We are concerned about our community, how we're doing things, what we're doing. We don't concern ourselves with anybody else. We're not worried about anybody else. And we never got the memo. So you always see black people, you hear P. Diddy pushing this. And the things about it is that you're going to see more of this because we don't push our own self. And every time I talk about black men and black women trying to work together to achieve something, black men, let's leave black women out of it. A lot of black men, they have a lot of negative, hell no, I ain't working with these jiggers. I ain't going to do this. And then what happens is you don't have anything. They already done ran you up out of California. They're about to run you out of New York City. Then they coming to get you down south. Next thing you be running to Africa, they gonna come and get that. You see? So now the HBCUs, which was supposed to be your stuff, is not even gonna be, you're gonna have more of that. They're gonna run the HBCUs next. And the reason why they're gonna do that is because of the way we see ourselves. I'm not even mad at the young lady. It's not her fault. It's our fault. Because again, we keep teaching people how to treat us. We keep teaching people how to treat us. And how many times do we have to do that? Okay? All the time. And we don't get it. We don't get it. We keep suffering. We keep dusting it up. We keep doing all of that. We keep playing around. And these folks ain't joking with us. We are always trying to make friends with other groups who have their own agenda. And that's because black people don't have no agenda. We need to start looking out for our own self, like these other groups look out for themselves, which is not wrong. It's the right thing to do. White man looking out for himself, Hispanic man looking out for himself and woman, the Jewish man looking out, and the black man sitting there talking about, I ain't about to do nothing with them. I ain't about to do, man, they better, hell no, Brand. I ain't gonna do nothing now. Hell no. That's us. Then we see why we don't have anything. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again. Another episode of Let's Be Drunk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. I'm out.